Hi everyone, I hope you're all well and looking after yourselves, especially your mental health right now, your mental well-being. Recently, I've been feeling very low and overwhelmed with depression, and I know I'm not the only one out there feeling like this. And as much as we try to keep the momentum going and try to be uplifting for others with a positive outlook, there are times when that's impossible. And there may be some of you out there that feel like you're alone and that no one could possibly understand what you're going through and feeling, and you could never tell them because they wouldn't understand. But I want you to know that you're not alone, and that the people around you, even if they don't fully understand what you're feeling, that they want to try, and they love you, and you are special to them. And it's really important that you share your burdens. The last time I was in such a bad mental state as I am now, I did it alone, and I couldn't talk about it, and I didn't know how to deal with it, and I didn't want to burden others with my problems, with me. When I was 15, 16, I was in such a bad state, on the brink of suicide, and I'm only here today because there were people around me who noticed and who managed to pull me out of that state. My life since has been a journey of improvement, but recently I've started to feel like that 15-year-old again with no escape. And I'm so lucky that this time around I have someone beside me. He can't remove all my sadness, but sometimes all that's needed is for someone to sit with you in your sadness and make sure that you don't drown on your own. In the Bible, it says that there is a time for everything on this earth, a time for joy, a time for happiness, and a time for sadness, and a time to be still. It shows us that not only are we allowed to be sad, we don't have to be ashamed of depression, but that God feels our sadness too, and He will sit with us in our sadness. Sometimes we can be pulled out, and sometimes we will be pulled out, but sometimes we will have to remain and just be still, and that's okay. And we need to know that we are not alone. God feels our pain, He knows us inside and out, and He will never leave us, and He will never forsake us. I'm reminded of this song from my childhood, and it's not about not feeling sorrow, I think, but it's about even during those hard and low times, in the midst of our depression, we can have a hope for the future, and we can know that we are deeply loved, richly blessed, and highly favoured. Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart be lonely when I'm with my heavenly host? When Jesus sees my portion, a constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches over me. I sing